Day 11 on ADHD meds. Yay, another day is behind me. Today was a bit stressful. Got up today, had to go to the bank, had a meeting, and when I came back from the meeting, I decided to chat with ChatGPT because I had some questions regarding some of my taxation issues at the moment. When you run a business, you obviously have a lot of bills and taxes and things. And when I moved to Oregon, the way I'm being taxed has changed. And I was not clear of what was going on. So I was trying to get some answers. And as I was talking with Chat, I kind of went around in circles because it's always telling you, well, this is what's going on, or this is what I know, but it may not be everything. And I'm like, I'm asking you to tell me. And I was looking for an answer that was different than the answer that I was getting. So I found myself getting really pissed off and the surge of anger. And I observed that because this medication has a side effect. One of them is, how you feel emotions, whether it's euphoria or anger. And I kind of noticed that I was some pretty intense anger. So finally, when I was done with that, I took a significant amount of time to just kind of sit back, calm myself, did some deep breathing. And I'm like, okay, wait, you don't need to be doing that. And it's important because, I went to go see my grandbaby in the afternoon, and I wanted to be sure that, I arrive as a calm grandma. And I achieved that. I do know how to meditate and put my mental state back in order. Well, that's something that I've learned. But outside of that, I was just observing once again, how we get to this place. And when we look at mental states like ADHD, bipolar, malignant narcissism, all those things are tied to events in our lives, how we were raised, what we were lacking when we were raised. And as a species, we have to do better. We just have to do better. We can control this 100%. I see that the world is kind of set up in a way that looks at those who, apparently tough and, go out there and take things from you. And, that those are the people that people admire and go, oh yeah, look at them. They're like tough and this and the other thing. But we need more softness and more kindness. And it's not weakness, because through softness and kindness, we raise healthier humans. And it's up to every single one of us to do that. It's that piece of epigenetics that I talk about. It's when we treat each other with respect, with kindness, something else comes out of that. The human that generally grows up in that environment is a different type of human, both men and women, because we talk about toxic masculinity. Well, there's also toxic women, but I will say, we look at Mother Earth. It's not Father Earth, right? So when you look at the masculine, oftentimes there is this strength that we are looking at as that they should have, or at least they talk amongst themselves, a tough guy. But it's not the tough guy thing that's going to get us to the next level as humanity evolves, continues to evolve. If we want healthy human brains and healthy humans, then kindness is what we need to perpetuate, not this meanness that I see in the world. So that's what I got for today. Be kind, my dears. Be loving. Understand that epigenetics is how we can thrive if we understand how epigenetics affect everyone. So, with lots of love, Divine Feminine, more to come.